Man, Sticks, Azealia Banks.
Oh
Is
my
she that
God.
petty, bro?
She
Is
got
she
to
that
be
petty?
queen
Why can't
petty.
she let go of the past?
Man, Azealia Banks, dog. She she's got to be at this point queen petty. I don't know who's pettier between her and 50 Cent, because this
Man,
is
listen.
this is at an all-time high when it comes to the level of petty that she is, because she's had run-ins with multiple different people in this, multiple different celebrities in the
Right.
entertainment world, in the entertainment space, from the Ti's wife, Tiny, to freaking Eminem, to Iggy Azalea, to so many people that she's had these run-ins with, bro. Producers and producers, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Management teams and stuff like that. Like, she's had,
Yep.
she does not know how to keep her mouth closed, and she is a person that 100% wears her heart on her sleeve, and she will let
Yep.
everybody know, and the person that she has a beef with, let them know how she feel 100%, even if it's of the stupidest of things, right? And what I mean by stupid is this beef between her and DC Young Fly stems from her agreeing to go on Wild 'N Out, that she knows is an improv sketch comedy show. And she knows, if she's ever watched the show before, which I'm sure she has, that they have a segment where they roast each other. They go back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Each team roasts somebody. They call somebody out from the crowd, from the other team, bring that ass here, boy, and they going to roast you. He going to roast you. But it got to a point where she went at DC first. And DC
Right.
came back, said something about said something about her getting braces and leaving the wires in, and she got tight. And she kept going back and forth with DC. DC was like, "Please leave me alone. Please just leave me alone. This ain't what you want." And he was like, "I'm just gonna save it for Wild Style," because he didn't want to keep going at her. But she got tight and she got petty because she felt some type of way and cried off the stage and ended up not doing her show.
Yeah. Well, it was a little bit more to that.
Do you think? Do you think?
He actually said something else before what you just said. So he actually said,
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
call her. He like saying,
You
only
couldn't
reason
get
she here
Cardi
is
B, so
because
you got Iggy
yeah,
Azalea ugly ass. Yeah. I remember that.
right, yeah, Azealia
Yeah.
Banks ugly ass.
Azalea,
But
Azalea Banks ugly ass. Yeah.
if you watched 85 South, they discussed this situation. I forgot the time, but it wasn't recent. But they did discuss this situation.
Probably back whenever this
And
happened. Yeah.
yeah, I think it was a little bit after this. This was like 2018 or
18.
so.
Mm-hmm.
So they discussed it, and you listen to DC Young Fly as well as his
Carlos. Mm-hmm.
Carlos and his other podcast mates. That's just how DC Young Fly talks. He called, and he said he called everybody little ugly little ass little girl.
He
Right?
be going at people in the crowd, in the
right,
audience. They be calling him ugly ass, ugly
right,
ass boy. Yeah.
right. And then from there though, she took offense to what he said. From there, like, she turned it from just being about her to, how can you talk about a beautiful black woman like that? Then like, it just, to me, watching that segment, it seemed like she didn't want to be on the show at all.
It
So
seemed like it. Yeah.
if you didn't want to be on the show, you should have never agreed to do it. Especially knowing that it's a roasting session, essentially, whenever they do the specific segments that they do. But then on top of that, you quote unquote are going at everybody in general anyway. So you can dish it out, but you can't take it. And then for this instant right now, like, the timing of when she decided to come back at DC Young Fly at this current moment, we know just last week we talked about him losing his partner. And you want to come at him now, your timing, you're totally out of pocket with what
Totally
you're
out of
doing.
line.
Totally out of pocket. And I mean, I can understand you feel some type of way, and you want to express your feelings. Completely understandable. But now ain't the time to do that. You give it a little time, let him get back on his feet, feel a little bit better about himself, and not be dealing with this situation. Now who's going to take care of his kids? Does he have to come off the road as much as he travels and does his things that he does? Figure out what he's going to do with everything he has circling around him right now. And then that's when you take your shot, and not mentioning his partner at all, like you have done, and saying that she must have low self-esteem to be with DC Young Fly, so on and so forth. I just think her timing is just way bad about that, about things she's going about right now with coming at DC Young Fly.
I mean, and that's true. And to call it retribution and to call it karma is crazy. Like to think that highly of yourself, and you're not even as high up as a celebrity as DC even is,
Right.
and to even think that you have that gall about yourself to say this is karma for what he said to you on a show 5 years ago. This
5
happened
years ago.
in 2018. So
Yep.
you wait to come back and say something at this moment when he's lost his best friend in his whole world, is the mother of his children, his significant other, his soulmate, to come back at DC and say that her passing on your birthday in Miami is retribution and karma to DC. That's crazy. And they make it even worse, bro. To make it even worse, I sat back and watched the video of the song that she was supposed to promote on Wildin' Out that night in 2018.
Okay.
And what she was really mad about was a lot of the things she was mad about was him calling out the beauty of young women, young Black women, and saying that MsJackyOh had low self-esteem for getting her body done and wanting to get her body done, this, that, and the third, right? I'm watching the video of the song. I forget what the name of the song was. Matter of fact, I can probably find it. But she was saying that for her to have low self-esteem to get any kind of work done on her body, clearly, and I'm pretty sure you haven't watched the video, and it's not that important anyway, because she's not important, to keep it 100. This is my opinion. But she clearly has had work done on her body. Clearly has had work done on her body. And it's funny because that was one of the things that she said she's perfectly secure in her own skin. Obviously not, because you've gotten your body done. And you called MsJackyOh insecure for what she did to her body, just trying to get the mommy makeover. She had 3 kids and she didn't like how her body looked. Cool. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Me and D-Lo talked about this extensively on the show about, women getting, things under their body. Hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. More power to you. If that's what you got to do it. Love yourself. Love yourself.
Right.
But to call her out and then be a hypocrite and go do it yourself, that's where I have the issue. And then the time, like D-Lo said, the timing of what you said and calling it karma is absurd, bro. Like, you're an idiot for doing this. She's an idiot for doing this. And it pissed me off, bro. It pissed me off whenever I saw it. Like, you can't be serious right now. You cannot be serious right now. And MsJackyOh was a good woman too, bro. Like, nothing was in the media about her. She was taking care of her kids. She was doing her thing with her lip gloss line. Like, she was a really good woman to DC, and she stood by DC whenever when he was coming from the bottom, living in motel rooms, bro. Like, and she rose with that nigga, and I appreciate MsJackyOh for that. But for Azealia Banks to say this, bro, it's annoying. It pissed me off, bro. It made me mad.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'll say it again. What I said earlier is, I think it shows how truly insecure she is with herself, because she is constantly before now she's constantly been on the internet joking about something, talking about somebody. I feel like this is how she keeps herself relevant. Her music, I have never heard her music, but from, like DC says,
don't worry about it.
It's for whoever it's for, is good to them, right? So it's obviously is affecting somebody, is somebody's listening to it. But I feel like this is how she keeps herself relevant, and maybe with her pettiness online, it garners her more attention and draws more ears to her music. But this right here is just unfathomable, because you just why go at this man now? Why mention the deceased in your going at him now? Like, just let it go. It just shows that she has no morals, she has no ethics, and will do anything to get back at somebody that she feels has done her wrong.
100%, man. And to feel like she won and to call it, man, it's just stupid. But what I don't want to do on this platform is what we're doing right now is what we talked about the other day. We're giving them a platform and we're giving them attention. So let's not give Azealia Banks no more attention. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you miss none of the content. Also, you can find us on all your streaming platforms, wherever you find your podcasts.